Education at the collegiate level in all state learning institutions is now free as mandated by law.
Good day and welcome to Pros and Cons, where we ask the hard questions and you decide which side of the truth you would choose to believe.
Education is a right deserved by all Filipinos, and the Duterte administration has made good on its promise to make it more accessible for all. The government has allotted 8 billion pesos for the Higher Education Support Fund, which will pay for the tuition of poor but deserving students in state universities and colleges. But there are sectors that are not satisfied by the implementation of free tuition. Many believe tertiary education should be free for all, including private schools. Some say while tuition is free, students still shoulder hefty miscellaneous fees. Lawmakers meanwhile questioned whether the government can sustain free education in the long run. Today in Pros and Cons, we raise the question: is the government doing a good job providing free education? Is free education being enjoyed by the students who need it most? And what can be done to ensure that education is made accessible for all?
So now we're being joined by Attorney Carmelita Sison from the Commission on Higher Education, UNIFAST. She is the officer in charge and executive director, if I'm right, ma'am?
Yes.
And UNIFAST stands for Unified Financial Assistance System for Tertiary Education. So, ma'am, could you tell us more about what UNIFAST is doing now?
First, what UNIFAST did was to implement the free tuition 2017 last year for school year 2017-2018. The sum of 8 billion was given by the President as a special provision in GAA. So, free tuition sa lahat po ng ating mga state universities and colleges, 112 po yun.
Okay.
Ang nakatikim po ng free tuition by our count is almost 900,000 students last year. And then the second program is the one introduced by RA 10931, yung Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. 40 billion naman ho ang binigay doon.
Wow.
Yung apat hong programa noon is free higher education, and that is for SUCs and LUCs, tuition and other school fees na po yan. Kaya 16 billion.
Dito na po pumapasok yung miscellaneous fees?
Yes po, yes. 16 billion of the 40. Wow. Tapos meron tayong free technical vocational education and training. 7 billion po yan. Yung tertiary education subsidy po, yun yung subsidy allowances and tuition in private schools na 16 billion din. Yung natitirang 1 billion, student loans po yun.
Alright. So, later po, ma'am, tatanong natin kung ano yung status nun after the passage of the act. No?
Yes.
But before that, I'd like to introduce a man, the gentleman to my left here, Mr. Raul Manuel. He is a former UP Regent and Deputy Secretary General of the National Union of Students of the Philippines. Nakwento ko sa kanya kanina kay Raul, dati rin ako active ng NUSP. So, kumusta na ngayon ng NUSP and what keeps you busy today, Raul?
And good day po sa inyo. Good day, ma'am.
Yes.
Sa NUSP, National Union of Students of the Philippines, as the broadest alliance of student councils in the Philippines, it is one of those formations that are advocating for the right to education of everyone. Kaya ngayon, amidst the implementation of free education, yung mga student leaders natin ay always on guard doon sa kung paano talaga may implement yung batas na ito para makuha at makamit ng lahat.
Well, the keyword is on guard, ha?
Yeah.
Not really against it.
Yeah.
All right. Sige, just continue.
No. So, sa mga schools kasi natin, of course, along its process of implementation, may mga student leaders tayo na nakakapag-raise din ng mga concerns tungkol sa kung paano pa pwedeng ma-improve yung implementation ng batas at hindi ma-deprive yung napakaraming mga students natin nung free education na dapat ay nabibigay na nung ating pamahalaan.
Alright. When we return, we'll start our discussion on the implementation of free tuition. We'll be right back.
Ang dami kong naririnig na discouragement nung time na bago ako mag-aral, habang nag-aaral ako, at nung nakapagtapos na ako. Ang daming sinasabi na test na lang yan, na walang mararating yan. Ako po si Cherry Galit. Nakatira po ako ngayon sa Pandacan, Manila. Galing po ako sa isang broken family. Bata pa lang ako ay wala na akong tatay. Nanay ko lang po yung nagpaaral sa amin. 3 po kaming magkakapatid. 2014 nagkasakit po yung mama ko. Yun po yung time na 3rd year college ako. Kailangan kong huminto dahil kailangan nang magsusuporta sa pamilya ko. So, nagtrabaho ako as a service crew sa isang fast food chain. Nangarap ako magkaroon ng mas magandang trabaho. Pero hindi ako na-hire dahil wala naman akong proper training. So, naisip ko na makapag-TESDA. Meron nung kaibigan na nag-aaral siya sa TESDA. Nagtanong ako ng mga information at nag-enroll naman ako. Nagkataon na yung TESDA na ipag-tie up sa isang beverage company na kukuha sila ng food and beverage graduate na pag-aaralin ng bartending. Pagka-graduate po, binigyan kami ng isang package na mobile bar. Doon na po nagsimula yung negosyo ko. So sa unang event ko, nabayaran po ako ng 5,000 pesos. Naghanap pa po ako ulit ng marami pang event. Hanggang sa naipon na po namin yung malaking kapital. So, ayun na po, doon na po lumalaki at nakikilala yung mobile bar namin. Nung una po talaga sobrang struggle dahil wala akong transportation, wala akong kapital, wala akong ibang tao, kundi kami-kami lang po. Nandito na po kami ngayon. 3 na po yung mobile bar namin na ginagamit, palit-palitan sa iba't ibang event. Plano namin na pag umangat pa, magkaroon na ng pwesto or magkaroon ng sariling bar and resto. Tapos ngayon po kasi, since negosyante na ako, mas malaki na yung sinasahod ko kaysa noon na as a service crew ako. Natutugunan ko na yung pangangailangan ng nanay ko, natutugunan ko na yung pangangailangan ng pamilya namin, na hindi naman po ako nahihirapan. Malaking bagay yung TESDA sa aming mga kabataan. Tinuturo kasi dito, magkaroon ng magandang pangarap, mayroon ka pang iaangat dahil din sa mga taong tumutulong sa'yo at naniniwala sa kakayanan. Ako po si Cherry Galit, proud TESDA graduate, nangarap at isa na pong professional bartender at negosyante.
We're back on pros and cons. Let's start the ball rolling on today's topic. So ma'am, my first question is for you po. Kumusta na yung implementation ng batas natin on free tuition? And since free tuition ito, I understand that it entails a huge government budget,
yes.
Budget from the government. So sufficient po ba yung budget naman natin for the program?
Yung last year, sumobra ho ng 1 billion, yung 8 billion. So, lahat ho na bayaran, lahat ng mga may appeals, binayaran din namin. Basta may bata ho na enrolled, na ipakita sa amin, na may registered, binabayaran namin. So, tapos na yun. Ngayon, ang aming malaking challenge, itong RA 10931, yung 40 billion. Kasi po, yung 40 billion. Alright. Yung 16 billion para ho sa state universities and colleges and local universities and colleges recognized by CHED. Okay. So, yan po,
ilan po lahat yun, ma'am?
190.
190 yung mga SUCs.
112 SUCs and 78 LUCs. So,
okay.
190, the magic number. Okay. So, lahat po yan, binigyan ho sila ng budget. But, ang gagawin ho namin, nag-templates ho kami for their billing. They will bill us and then we will pay. Okay. Pero hindi ho sila bawal hong sumingil ng tuition and other school fees. Yung other school fees ho, yan, 13 nasa IRR. Hindi ho sila pwedeng sumingil sa amin nang hindi kasama doon sa 13 yun ho.
Basically, walang babayaran yung estudyante?
Wala ho silang babayaran. Last year, binayaran pa silang matriculation and other. Ngayon po, wala.
So, how much was the increase, no, yung enrollees natin? Meron
siguro mga 400,000 or 500,000.
Out of...
Dati nun ho, 900,000 lang. So, ngayon ho, projection namin 1.4 million. So, ganun ho, kalaki na ang nadagdag.
Wow, that's very nice. On your part, do you see any problem with implementation of the law?
Actually, dun sa pag-collect ng fees mula sa ating mga students sa iba't ibang mga universities, ay meron mga naiuulat sa atin na mga discrepancies doon sa no collection policy na bawal lang mangolek ng fees sa ating mga students. Kasi, although bawal lang maningil during enrollment ng tuition and other school fees, minsan ay dahil sa ganong leeway na nabibigay nung ating batas, mayroong mga fees na hindi dapat i-collect during enrollment. Pero, nagagawa na maningil pa rin ng mga fees after enrollment. So meaning, halimbawa yung mga fees like acquiring of documents or required uniforms, required IDs and books, doon nagtataasan yung mga fees.
So parang nabawasan yung items to be paid, pero yung mga natirang items,
doon naman bumawi.
doon naman pumasok.
Oo.
Is that true, ma'am?
Pwede naman kasi may leeway ang schools, lalo na sa mga ganyang klaseng academic-related na mga expenses, they can still collect that.
Alright.
Ang hindi lang nila pwedeng i-collect yung 13 fees na nandoon sa batas.
Okay.
Pwede nilang i-charge sa amin.
Because
Huwag
that-
nilang i-charge sa estudyante.
Yun. Yung batas po ay very particular, very specific doon sa 13 items.
Yes. At saka yung 13 items na yan, general fees covering all students alike. Pero
Can-
pagka, let's say, RLE, sa nursing, mahal yon. Sa maritime, mahal ho yun. OJT, babayad ho mga estudyante.
Yung mga estudyante.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so yun yung pala yung pagkakaiba. So, your
So kung sa bahagi po ng mga students, yun yung isa sa mga issues na umaalma talaga yung mga estudyante.
gusto nila lahat libre.
Yeah, oo. I mean kung meron po tayong policy na bawal mangolek, dapat yung mga fees na matagal na naging burden sa mga estudyante ay wag na singilin. Kasi kung nakikita pala na halimbawa yung fee ay exorbitant or napakamahal, tapos dubious, ibig sabihin hindi alam ng estudyante saan na pupunta, might as well wag nang singilin at i-bill na doon sa ating national government since responsibilidad naman niya na itustusan yung pag-aaral ng ating mga estudyante.
Pero compared to before, no, meron naman kayo naramdaman ang student sector na mas gumaan ngayon.
Yeah, actually, sa bahagi ng mga estudyante, nakikita naman natin na merong free education at nararamdaman siya napakaraming mga estudyante. Yung ating ayaw lang mangyari ay posible siyang mabawi pa sa ganong mga iba't ibang forms to circumvent the intent of the law.
Okay, so yun nga, yung tataasan yung iba. Yes, ma'am, please,
Can I
go ahead.
clarify? Okay. Ang mga eskwelahan, lalo na mga SUCs at LUs, may mga governing boards ho yan. Boards of Regents, Boards of Trustees. Yan ho mga Boards of Regents, yan ho nag-a-approve. Hindi lang ho basta-bastang pwedeng kumulekta ng mga fees. Kung hindi dumaan yan, ipinresenta, binigay yung explanation, bago a-aprubahin ho yan.
Okay.
Kaya it's dubiousness, well, you can check if the board, you're a Board of Regents member before, alam nyo naman na dumadaan yan. Pag walang board approval, ayan na medyo problema. Ang aming suggestion sa mga SUC boards is, huwag nyo pabayaan ang inyong koleksyon para sa mga council fee, sa campus editor, o yung mga journalism fee. Kinakailangan tulungan pa rin ng mga boards na kolektahin yung fee na yon para sa mga estudyante kasi legitimate po yun eh. So
Student government, for
they should not
instance,
leave it beyond sa mga estudyante.
And the government cannot subsidize those things. Like, for instance...
No, it can. Kasama po yun sa free. Kaya, i-bill nila kami. Pero yung mga estudyante, tulungan din naman nila na makuha yung pera.
I see. So, why the need to collect other fees?
Actually, yun din po yung isang major point of contention ng ating mga students. Merong no collection policy, pero may ibang fees na nakakalusot pa rin. In the meanwhile, may mga fees, no? Like yung student council and student publication na kailangan talaga ng mga estudyante and mandated by the student council and publication constitutions na masingil mula sa ating mga estudyante. However, student publications have already written to CHED at yung naging response ay hindi daw nila ifa-fund yung ating mga student publications at the college level.
Kasama na.
Okay, dapat
They can be billed.
Dapat na maintindihan ng ating mga estudyante na katulad ng eskwelahan, hindi sila maniningil, pero ibibill kami. The methodology in government is really billing, no? Because maano naman kami sa COA kung magbibigay kami ng pera na wala man lang ng billing.
Kulong tayo diyan.
Kaya ang aming ina-advocate is that the students write your boards for the boards to also tell your people to bill immediately, CHED, so we can immediately pay. Ganun lang ho mekanismo. No?
Any problems along the way that you encountered during the implementation?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
The first one, mali-mali ang forms na binibigay ng mga eskwelahan.
Okay.
Number 2, paulit-ulit na alam naman nila na kung anong ibibigay nila, hindi binibigay. Ngayon lang ho, may nag-bill sa aming 3. Lahat ho ng billing na binigay sa amin, mali. So we have to return them And yun ho ang challenge. Ang challenge ho is, please comply with the templates.
Alright.
Because if you comply, walang problema, lalabas
Yung CHED nag-issue ng template na dapat sundin nila.
Yes,
Yung iba
yun
nag-submit,
po.
mali pa rin. So how do we address that now?
So ngayon po, ang ginagawa po namin is that we partner with our commissioners. Kasi yung commissioners
Okay.
po namin are the chair of the boards of these SUCs. So binibigyan ho namin sila ng listahan ng status ng kanilang mga SUC.
Okay.
So pag nag-meeting ho sila sa board, talagang kino-confront ang presidente, kino-confront ang vice president, kino-confront ho ang administration. Ano ba ang ginagawa nyo dito? So yun ho, medyo bumilis nung medyo yung aming commissioners na...
Pinupukpok na sila.
Oo. Kaya malaking pasalamat ho namin sa commissioners.
Alright.
You just cannot implement these programs without guidelines. So una ho, tinrabaho yung implementing rules. Pagkatapos
Yes,
po
IRR,
nun,
oo.
nagkaroon ho kami ng mga technical working groups on the 4 programs. Si Secretary Jokno, nung una parang ayaw ho siya dito, pero itong taon na ito,
Parang may worry siya
may
doon
worry
sa
siya.
funding. Oo.
Nung makita ho niya na nagawa naming ubusin yung 8 billion, ang ginawa namin, humingi kami ng Tier 2 budget next year. So, 40 billion is our Tier 1 budget already. Sigurado na ho yun. Nagdagdag ho sila ng 11 billion for TES next school year.
Wow, okay. I have a question for you, no? But before that, I'll leave this hanging. Kasi for the longest time, no, sabi ko nga kanina, I was a student leader before. Also, ito yung mga pinapangarap namin noon eh. So I'd like to...
Kami rin.
Hindi ko pa panahon ninyo, collegian din si Ma'am. Pero ngayong panahon ninyo, how do you see this? No? Did you see this coming? Are you happy that yung program is here now? So I'd like to get your point of view. No? When we return, we'll take some time to learn what followers on social media are saying about today's topic. So wag po kayong alis.
This is the bottom line. The government needs to help the poor cope with higher prices, regardless of where they are coming from. It doesn't matter if it's train or not train, if it's oil imports, if it's supply issues in agriculture. It is the responsibility and duty of the government and society more broadly to help those who need help. So under train, there are social mitigation measures. You've heard of this. Pero kailangan po natin ilagay sa konteksto na kasama po ito sa disenyo ng train law. Hindi po ito afterthought. This was part of the design from the very beginning. Yung unconditional cash transfers po natin ay lagpas 6 million na po ang disbursement, and the remaining UCT beneficiaries will receive their 2,400 this year, but it will become 3,600 next year and the year after that. Ang Pantawid Pasada, sana matulungan po ninyo kami na i-communicate ito dahil ang DOTR at LTFRB ay nananawagan po talaga sa lahat ng may hawak ng lehitimong prangkisa na kunin na po ang kanilang Pantawid Pasada para ibigay sa kanilang mga drivers. No? More than 86,000 Pantawid Pasada cards are now available for pick-up. So sana po matulungan ninyo kami na malaman nila na kukunin na po. Nasa website po yan at sa mga information materials ng LTFRB at DOTR. Ang Philippine ID system, yan po ay makakatulong para maging targeted ang ating mga subsidiya para sa mga poor households. This was ratified by Congress in May, signed by the President, by President Duterte last August 6, and the PSA targets release of the IRR in October, and from October to November, 1 million unconditional cash transfer beneficiaries will reserve first priority to be enrolled in the Philippine ID system.
You're still watching Pros and Cons, and today's topic is free tuition. Let's see what our followers on social media are saying about the topic. And ang tanong dito is kung ramdam ba ang pinapatupad ng free tuition law ng Administrasyong Duterte? Is the free tuition law enacted by the government this year felt by the masses? This one from Angelito Buluran. Sabi ni Angelito, ramdam at malaking tulong sa pamilyang may mga anak na nag-aaral. Nakita ng pag-asa ang mga kabataan na may future sila. Okay. And next, ito naman yung pino-point out mo kanina, may nag-comment na si Gedget Arai, sabi niya, ang mahal pa rin ng miscellaneous and other fees. But sabi niya, thank you PRD for the free tuition. So generally, mayroon pa rin criticism, but yun na nga, generally, they accept it. So, going back to my hanging question, yung kay Gadget na tanong, did you see this coming? I mean, kasi ito pangarap lang, mga ilang dekada na nakaraan, pinaglalaban ng mga free tuition, etc., karapatan, batayang karapatan natin ng mga mamayan. So, how do you see all these things, that's happening now, especially when it comes to students?
Sa bahagi ng mga estudyante, ay nakikita talaga na tagumpay itong libreng edukasyon. Dahil sa matagal na panahon din, yung mga estudyante, ito din yung gustong makamit na. Kasi hindi talaga maiiwasang makonsider na burden or hindrance sa education yung kanyang cost, kapag meron tayong binabayaran. Ito yung isa naman sa mga bagay na tingin naman ng kabataan talaga ay nararamdaman na. Yung kailangan lang na pagbantayan ngayon ng students is kung paano pa mas mapapadami yung nakakakuha ng libreng edukasyon. Kasi if we want to ensure access to everyone, dapat tinatanggal natin yung iba't ibang mga barriers. Ngayon,
like for instance, ano yung mga barriers na ito? Yan.
Yon. Sa ngayon kasi, may mga large schools tayo. Actually, pati yung mga kasama sa top 5 most populous state universities and colleges, na bumaba yung kanilang admission rates compared sa mga nakaraang taon. Halimbawa, Cagayan State University, initially, yung gusto lang niyang tanggapin ay up to 5,000 out of 10,000 na nag-apply for their entrance exam. Meanwhile, Bulacan State University naman, only 10,000 out of 22,000 na nag-apply. Which is, kung i-consider din yung kanilang carrying capacity, napakita na kaya naman pala nilang mag-accommodate ng mas marami. In fact, Cagayan State University ay nag-declare na kaya naman nilang tumanggap ng up to 9,000. Pero nangyari pa yon after na nagreklamo yung mga nanay, yung mga anak, merong mga umiiyak sa admissions office dahil hindi nakapasok.
So your point is parang nabawasan yung admission?
Yeah, mas konti yung gustong papasukin sa ating mga
ganon,
schools.
di po ba ma'am, mas libre, mas marami dapat? Pero there was an increase. Sabi niyo po, may 400,000.
Dapat tandaan natin na yung mga higher education institutions na yan, may academic freedom yan. So admission is largely part of their constitutionally guaranteed academic freedom. Siyempre gusto din nila parang i-process yung mga papasok. Kumbaga sa UP, may UPCAT, di ba? Ganoon. So yung iba kasi, open admission lang sila noon. Nanibago ngayon ang publiko, katulad sa Cagayan State. Naglagay ngayon ng Cagayan ng benchmark. So may academic processing of admission. So yun nangyari.
Hindi naman pwedeng kung sino lang mag-enroll. Sige na, tanggap
Pero
na.
Yusek, yung sabi po ng
Sige po.
sabi po sa mga media articles actually, quoted yung officer in charge ng Commission on Higher Education to have issued a pronouncement na dapat daw yung ating mga public schools ay maging strict sa kanilang admission. And to quote, para daw na hindi lumipat yung mga students from private schools to public schools. Actually, Cagayan State U pointed to Commission on Higher Education for the reason kung bakit nila binabaan yung kanilang admission rate.
I think the chair was, OIC De Vera was misquoted there. Ang sinasabi lang niya, na kailangan maging strict in the sense that you have to have an admission policy and not just open admission. Kasi naman, pag tinanong nyo yung sa SEAP, sasabihin nila yung COCOPEA, kasi lilipat na mag-exodus ng ganoon. No? So yun ang fear ng private school naman.
Mawawalan kami ng estudyante, lahat na lang pupunta na.
So ang mga public schools, they were also very, very responsible. Sabi nilang ganyan, hindi naman pwede din yun kasi ang carrying capacity talaga namin ganito lang. At saka, quality. Pag nakita po namin na, let's say, dapat estudyante 40 lang, tapos 70 na nandoon, medyo questionin namin yon. Baka ipa-phase out namin yung course na yan. Kaya takot din ang mga SUCs. Quality is in the law. Quality standards, I'd like to emphasize that po. No? This law is not for any institution that is not following the standards set by the institution, by CHED.
By CHED.
Actually, Yusek, sa tingin naman ng students, hindi dapat pinagbabangga yung quality tsaka yung access. Kasi if we take a look at it from a broader perspective, if more students have access to education, mas na-improve natin yung quality ng human resource ng ating bansa. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, dahil sa emphasis lang on quality without ensuring na pareho silang nai-improve, yung nangyayari, nagde-deteriorate yung ating mga state universities and colleges.
But at the end of the day, kung hinigpitan ng issue si halimbawa yung admission niya, may rules na siya, no? Hindi naman yata nagre-result, ma'am, sa dropouts.
Ang nakikita naming trend every year, ang first semester, mas marami talagang nag-enroll kaysa sa second semester. There's that trend ho talaga. It could be big, but actually hindi naman masyado, no? But there are many reasons why magda-drop out. Baka sandali magli-leave kasi kulang ang pera. So ngayon, tama siyang sinasabi niya na money or access should not be a hindrance. But hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na nagbubunggo ang... Kasi ibang source ng authority ng access at iba din naman ang source ng authority ng quality. CHED po yun. Ito yung mga schools. Ang nakikita kong trend sa Congress, parang gusto nilang bigyan ng dagdag pang capital outlay ang SUCs para nga naman matugunan yung paggagawa ng dagdag ng mga classrooms, pagkuha ng mga dagdag na faculty, para naman kung gusto nyong dagdagan ng admission, may dahilan.
Actually,
yun naman pala. So, I mean, yun din nakikita kong pwedeng way.
Kasi kung sa pag-improve ng quality ng ating education at the same time, mas madami yung nakaka-access, kailangan talaga madagdagan din yung funding for capital outlay. Kasi sa ngayon, based on the process of budgeting, we foresee na magkakaroon ng budget cuts sa ating mga SUCs. And hindi nito mare-reverse yung trend sa ngayon na 1,710 sa mga higher education institutions are private. Meanwhile, kung pagsasamahin yung mga state universities tsaka yung mga local universities under their LGUs, 233 lang. So ganun ka-dominating yung private
1,000 plus yung private. Tapos 200 plus lang yung government. So what's the ideal scenario?
Yung gusto natin, as much as possible, ay ma-take on ng ating government, yung responsibility na siya yung magpaaral sa ating mga kabataan.
Is that possible? Under the present...
maybe eventually, if we are the economy, if the economy is okay. Because remember, our human resource is our greatest resource. And to increase the capacity and level us up, because Filipinos are very good known the worldwide, but to increase our competitive advantage through improving the qualifications and the our human resource is going to propel the country higher. And that's thanks to President Duterte. He's the only president to sign this kind of a law against the advice of 3 finance
that's
secretaries.
right, financial managers,
but
economic managers.
But now one of them increased, in fact, even he put this in the GAA and increased our budget. So, salamat po.
Do you share the same view?
Actually,
this is a welcome development.
Yun yung gusto nating mangyari, Yusek. Kaso lang gusto natin maging consistent yung ating government doon sa kanyang mga pronouncements, sa kanyang policies, at sa ano yung ginagawa. Kasi if we are to check and scrutinize the implementing rules and regulations nung batas na ngayon meron tayo na nagbibigay ng free education, it cites na babantayan yung admission ng ating mga public schools. And by 2 academic years, gusto ng ating government na maglagay ng additional considerations para matingnan at masala kung sino lang yung pwedeng pumasok sa public schools.
Because they cannot, they can only accept as much, di ba? So parang yun po yung problema doon Ito ang ating carrying capacity, for instance, no? Siguro hindi naman pwede lahat, pasok ka lang ng pasok. So yun yung isa natin nakikita na ngayon na problema, no?
At saka tandaan,
na discrepancy.
I think we should always remember the importance also of private education. There is complementarity between what they provide and what our public institutions provide. Napaka-importante ho nila.
And because you mentioned that, attorney, that will be the subject of our part 2 of this very important episode, yung free tuition, no? So, anyway, so there you have it, folks, straight from the shoulder and right on the money. Thank you, Attorney Carmelita Sison and
thank you,
Bossip, Raul Manuel. We appreciate your being here on the show. And as I said earlier, meron po tayong part 2, no? This time, yung impact naman nito,
Sa private.
no? Sa private educational institutions. For your comments, suggestions, and questions, visit our Facebook page and the PNA website. You may be for or against. You may agree or disagree. In the end, we are all Filipinos working towards the same goals. Will you choose what's right? Or will you stay on your side of the truth? Once again, this is Undersecretary Joel C. Egco. Thank you and see you next week on the next episode of Pros and Cons.